As we inch closer to one of the most anticipated showdowns in Spanish football, Barcelona's head coach, Hansi Flick, remains optimistic about the fitness of his star player, Lamine Yamal, ahead of their Copa del Rey semi-final against Atlético Madrid. This exciting first-leg match is set to take place at the Olympic Stadium on Tuesday, and both teams are gearing up for what promises to be a thrilling encounter. The excitement is palpable as Barça fans eagerly anticipate the return of their 17-year-old wonderkid, Lamine Yamal. However, the build-up to this highly charged Copa del Rey clash has not been without its complications. In the final stages of Barcelona's 2-0 win over Las Palmas in La Liga last Saturday, Yamal was forced off the pitch after taking a hard hit. His injury looked concerning at first glance, and the young prodigy even took to social media to post a picture of his bloodied foot, raising fears about his availability for the match against Atlético Madrid. But while Yamal's injury was unsettling for both fans and the coaching staff, Barcelona's manager, Hansi Flick, has expressed cautious optimism. Speaking to the media ahead of Monday's training session, Flick revealed that he was hopeful Yamal would be fit to play against Atlético. "We have to wait and see on Yamal," Flick said. "But I think positively on this, and I believe he can play tomorrow." The doctor also shares this view. Despite the grim appearance of Yamal's injury, it seems the youngster's spirit is unbroken. The teenager posted the picture of his injured foot with a light-hearted caption that read, "But it's not a foul," accompanied by laughing emojis. This was a reference to the tackle that led to his injury, which went unpunished by the referee during the match. For those who watched the game, it was clear that Yamal had endured more than his fair share of rough tackles, with the teenager being fouled 3 times out of the 12 total fouls awarded against Las Palmas during the game. However, Barcelona felt that the referee had missed several other fouls on their key players, especially on Yamal, and the Catalan club has been vocal in their calls for more protection for their dynamic winger. After the match, Flick was quick to highlight the need for fairer protection for players like Yamal, and indeed, any player who faces rough challenges on the pitch. "We cannot just say we should protect special players like Lamine, Rafinha, or even players like Vinicius Jr. or Kylian Mbappé," Flick emphasized. "Every player deserves to be protected." He continued by explaining the dangers of failing to punish tough fouls. "If you don't issue a yellow card for a rough tackle, the defender becomes more confident and might attempt an even tougher tackle next time," he said. "We need to be more sensitive about this. Protecting players is essential for everyone, not just for certain players. Here in Spain, fans love watching players take on opponents one-on-one, and this is something that makes Spanish football unique and special. We need to protect this aspect of the game." With the situation around Yamal's fitness still uncertain, Barcelona fans will be holding their breath ahead of the clash with Atlético Madrid, but there is some cause for optimism. The team's recent form has been impressive, with Barcelona sitting at the top of La Liga alongside Real Madrid, both teams tied on points, and just 1 point ahead of Atlético Madrid. Barcelona's 2-0 victory over Las Palmas ensured they stayed ahead in the title race, but now their focus has shifted to the Copa del Rey and this crucial semi-final match against Atlético. Barcelona will need to put in a strong performance on Tuesday to make a statement in the first leg of this Copa del Rey semi-final. Their last league encounter with Atlético Madrid was a tense affair, where they suffered a 2-1 defeat at the Camp Nou in December. While the loss was disappointing for the Blaugrana, Hansi Flick was keen to emphasize the positives from the game, particularly the quality of football his team displayed despite the defeat. "The positive thing we learned from that match is that we can play really good football," Flick remarked. "What we showed on the pitch that day was top-level football. We need to show that again, especially in such a crucial match. Atlético Madrid is a great team, and they've invested heavily in their squad, so we need to be at our best to compete with them." Indeed, Atlético Madrid is a formidable opponent, boasting one of the best defensive records in Europe, while also possessing a wealth of attacking talent. With players like Antoine Griezmann, Joao Felix, and the ever-dangerous Luis Suarez, Atlético is a team capable of causing problems at both ends of the pitch. Despite their strong defense, Atlético Madrid's attack is just as menacing, and Flick is fully aware of the challenge that lies ahead. They have an exceptional defense, but they also have unbelievable players in attack. It's going to be a tough match for us, he stated. However, Flick also believes that his team can rise to the occasion and show their quality against such an accomplished opponent. It's a new match, and we need to prove ourselves once again, he said. We have the quality to compete at the highest level. As for the match itself, both teams are preparing for a highly tactical battle, and Atlético Madrid's coach, Diego Simeone, has made it clear that his team has a solid plan for the game. In his own news conference ahead of the match, Simeone said that Atlético has a clear idea of how they want to approach the game. I like the way Barcelona plays, and they are very strong with their high defensive line. We will try to hurt them where we can, Simeone explained. Simeone knows that playing against top-tier teams like Barcelona means there will be times during the game when his team will have to weather the storm. When you face the biggest teams, there will be moments when you suffer, and you need to be prepared for that, he said. There will be periods in the game when we will have good moments, but we also need to resist during the tougher periods. That's what happened in our match against Real Madrid, and we hope to have more good moments than tough ones against Barcelona. This first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final may not decide the tie, as both teams will still have another opportunity to prove themselves in the second leg. The return match is scheduled for April 2 at Atlético's home ground, the Riyadh Air Metropolitano, and with both teams so closely matched, the tie is expected to go down to the wire. While the match between Barcelona and Atlético Madrid will be a spectacle in itself, the other Copa del Rey semi-final promises to be just as thrilling. Real Madrid will face Real Sociedad in the other semi-final, with the first leg set to be played at Anoeta on Wednesday. The second leg will take place at the Santiago Bernabéu on April 1. With both semi-finals shaping up to be incredibly tight contests, football fans can expect drama, intensity, and high-level performances as the road to the Copa del Rey final heats up. In conclusion, Barcelona's showdown with Atlético Madrid on Tuesday will be a pivotal moment in their season. With Yamal's fitness still up in the air, the team's ability to rise above adversity and perform at their best will be tested. But with Hansi Flick at the helm and a squad full of talent, Barcelona fans can remain hopeful that their team will be ready to face one of the toughest challenges in Spanish football. It's a battle that could define the future of the Copa del Rey and set the stage for an epic second leg.